you know he is fine. I've been trying to hook you up if he wasn't fine, okay? And he has so much going on for himself right now. His job is having a award dinner in his name tonight. Oh, what if that was your first date?
No, well, wait a minute. I never agreed to meet this guy, or let alone go out with him.
Come on. Am I wasting my breath? Why wouldn't you meet him?
Because I don't want to be with anyone else.
Ever? Or are you just saying for right now?
I mean, I don't know. I can't see myself having what I had with Mike with anyone else.
Good, because what you and Mike had is not supposed to be in any relationship, girl.
I'm not talking about that.
Well, you should be. It's the reason you keep breaking up with him. What's this, like the umpteenth time?
Look, but every time we get back together, it gets better.
What? He hits you. Hello? Talks down to you.
Not all the time. Man, I have issues too. We were just talking about how we need to learn to love each other better.
Wait, you're talking to him again?
Yes, I mean, you don't understand. It's just some things we have to work through. I mean, I know.
You got my text? You see what I highlighted, right? Wait, there's some more. Hold on. Remember these texts you sent me? Yeah, you remember them texts. Now, are you really in love with him or just scared to move on without him?
This is the past. Why are you bringing up the past?
Because it's not going to just be the past. You keep reliving it. Because I know that this is what you're going to do.
Just shut up, okay? He loves me, and it's going to get better. It's going to get better. He loves me. It's going to get better.
Genesis 19:26 reads, "But Lot's wife looked back and turned into a pillar of salt." Now the scripture doesn't tell us what she looked back for or what she was looking back at. All we know that when she decided to look back at a time and a place that was toxic, harmful, and dangerous for her and her family, her destiny was changed forever. Now we could think of reasons of why she might have looked back when we just think about times we were stuck in toxic relationships. And when we had an opportunity to walk away, we looked back. Sometimes we even went back to a place that was harmful to us. Like seen in the skit a second ago, maybe it was the fear of the unknown. Sometimes we're stuck in these relationships for so long that we're scared to walk away because we don't know what lies ahead. We begin to make adjustments. We begin to accommodate the pain. We start to make up excuses, and before long we say things like, oh, it's not that bad, or it could be worse. Not realizing that God has much more better for us. So we reject anything that causes change or anyone that tries to promote change because we don't know what's on the other side of that change. The fear of the unknown. Maybe that's what's caused her to look back.
No, I don't think you understand the severity of this relationship. 5 years. Yo, 5 years. That's longer than college, man. Think about everything you learn in college in 5 years. Think about the people you meet and the relationships you make, the bonds you form with them. Matter of fact, if this is a business, think about the amount of money people put into a business in 5 years. And money that they don't get back if they lose it. That's what I lost emotionally, man. I can't get that back.
But bruh, to use your own analogy, you don't stay in a business if it's not making any money.
But you can change that. You don't do business the same way. See, that's the thing. It's gonna be easier to keep doing that, to try to fix things, than to close up things and then shut down shop and to start all over again.
Man, relationships are a lot harder to fix than business plans.
I fixed this before though, man. And I could have kept on fixing. Why am I trying to be a 37-year-old bachelor?
But bruh, you weren't the one, sweetheart. You weren't the one breaking it. Can we have a seat for us, please, sweetheart?
Sounds like I'm walking into a very heated conversation.
Lukewarm, maybe.
We just need a lady's touch.
So I was explaining to my man why I think it's important to work on a relationship you're already in rather than start something new. So what do you think? So I've been in this relationship for about 5 years. 5 years. Wow. 5 years, right? And we've had our ups and downs, and we've worked it out.
Maybe Lot's wife started to overvalue time. You see, Lot and his family spent a whole lot of years in Sodom and Gomorrah. And maybe it was that time that pulled on her heart and pulled on her attention and caused her to look back. I can think about times when I was stuck in a toxic relationship. And when I had the opportunity to walk away, I looked back because I started to value the quantity of time more than I value the quality of time. I began to tell myself things like, if I walk away now, I'll look like a failure. Not realizing that staying in a situation that had already failed was even worse. So I stayed in this relationship way longer than I was supposed to because I overvalued the time that I spent.
At it again, huh? Trying to cover up your physical flaws. What about your mental flaws? That's what's really keeping you from being what you know you're not. Great. You ain't pretty. You never have been. You never will be.
Okay, girl. You gotta get it together. You got him out of your life. Now you gotta get him out of your head.
See? You're crazy. That's why nobody wants to be around you.
You wanted to be around me. It must have been something worthwhile.
Yeah, but that something is what a man can get from any woman.
You thought that made you special? You're damaged goods. And you're ugly. On the inside and out. Every man you meet, they see that. Your own daddy didn't even stick around. And you left the one man that put up with you. Stupid. Now you always gonna be alone.
Or maybe Lot's wife looked back because she didn't think or she didn't feel that she could get better or do better than the situation that she was getting free from. And sometimes when we find ourselves in toxic relationships, that same feeling of inadequacy starts to set inside us, where we start to feel like we don't deserve more, we can never get more, or we can never do better than the situation that we're trying to get freed from. We start to give ourselves those negative affirmations. We tell ourselves things like, am I pretty enough? Am I smart enough? Who's going to love me with all the baggage that I come with? We talk ourselves out of possibly walking away from a situation that is harmful and dangerous for us. We start to feel unworthy. Now you can read skits like this and many others in my newly released book, From Relational Hurt to Spiritual Healing. The book can be found on Amazon.com, or you can order it from my website, www.lovelustlord.com. Thank you.